Intersectional feminism.
The interconnected nature
of social categorizations,
such as race, class, and gender,
as they apply to a given individual or group,
regarded as creating,
overlapping
systems of discrimination or disadvantage.
Intersectional feminism is a way to encompass not just white female feminism.
It could be based on my skin color,
class, sexuality,
gay, straight, rich, poor.
We all experience different levels of oppression as women, but our fights are not always the same.
In 2018, I was invited to my first leadership conference in Austin, Texas. I was the only woman of color. And being at leadership, there will be a lot of pictures taken with just women, but they're always white women. So once again, it's just that reminder that I'm in the minority and maybe I don't really matter.
Something in particular at work that comes to mind is an experience that I often have on the elevator. On the second floor, there's a particular office a number of black women tend to go to. So I'd come in the morning, I'd get into the elevator, and often, without even asking me, someone will look in my direction and then press the second floor.
When I'm in a position where I have to lead a meeting, it's perceived in a different manner. Being an African American woman, I come off as I'm being sassy. So then I'll have to minimize my delivery and maybe adjust my wording to come off softer when I'm given the very same message as my male counterparts.
So for me, growing up, I had this expectation as an Asian female that a lot of my American friends did not have. As an Asian female, there's this idea that you have to get married early. All the females in my family were taught at a young age, you have to learn how to cook, you have to learn how to clean, because when you get married in the future, if you don't do that well, you'll get looked down upon. That's the norm in Asian American culture, and you have to get married at a certain age because you have an expiration date. There's just so many barriers that I have to overcome.
I am gender fluid. It's just when you don't necessarily consider yourself to be a male or female. There have been instances where, going into the contact center, they would have girls' nights and stuff like that. They all get together and it's just like a whole great united thing. And I would see myself not being invited. One, because they didn't really know that I was gender fluid, and two, they probably didn't really know what it was.
I was out with a bunch of coworkers. We had kind of gotten broken off from the group, and then I realized there was a man standing in front of me. He told me outright that he didn't believe that I was gay. It was because I didn't look gay. I don't think that a straight woman would have had to defend who they are. And that's where I think this idea of intersectionality comes in.
For a long time, I've not participated in the Women's Initiative because I didn't feel like it included me. So it is nice to explain from a woman of color, specifically being a black woman, how I personally view things.
People like me have a place to be, not just at Cultural Diversity and Inclusion Summit, because our world overlaps with the female or feminist world as well.
And we just want to make sure that you are there for us, because there are a lot of us who are women who say, wow, that's amazing what they're doing, but I know that fight isn't for me. I don't want to feel that way. I want to support you, and I want to feel supported by you.
There's nothing wrong at looking at your neighbor and recognizing that you might have more privilege than them and using your privilege to help them get to where you are.